probably why my hair is this long in only 3 years, because my stylist don't do that shit. She don't leave me under the dryer. If she does have to dry my hair for 2 seconds, it's literally 2 seconds, maybe 5 minutes, 10 max. It don't be that hot. While I'm under the dryer, I feel like I'm going to meet the devil. I'm not joking. I'm not over exaggerating. It was hot. And it's sad because it was also hot in the salon. So at this point, I'm like, oh my God, this lady gonna have to square up with me. What's poppin'? Welcome to another video. For today's video, we're gonna be doing a story time, okay? And we're gonna be talking about the time the Africans legitimately almost fucked my entire hair up. Not even almost, like they legitimately fucked my hair up. And it's crazy because I literally have at least maybe 2 other videos on my main channel about having horrible experiences at the African hair shop. And people were so upset about these videos. And it's like, people, please understand that you can have horrible experiences at specific places and still go to them, right? Like many things could be true at the same time. I am coming up on my 3rd anniversary of my locks, okay? It is currently my lock anniversary, and I was like, you know what? I'm surprised I never told this story on any of my channels because I think I just was like, I don't want to talk about this right now. Like I'm so upset. I am so annoyed. And yeah, I love going to the African shop. Literally, I still go to the African shop so they can box braid my locks. Yes, you can box braid your locks. Contrary to popular belief, locks are extremely versatile. And this specific shop that I'm talking about in this video actually does box braids, my locks. However, I go to someone completely differently to retwist my locks and style my locks, and they're also the ones who started my locks. So shout outs to my hairstylist, okay? Chanel, she is right here on the screen. I absolutely love her. She did my wigs, she did my locks, she's been taking care of my hair for years now. She also has a sister who more so does wigs, and she has a shop out in Elizabeth. Please go follow them if you need any services in North New Jersey. They got y'all. They're lit, they're professional, they're amazing. However, once upon a time, they ain't had time to do my hair. I don't know if they wasn't answering, something was going on, and I needed to get my hair done ASAP, and I cheated on my stylist, and I will never do it again. So while we do this story time, I'm going to be refreshing my hair a little bit. Now, usually when I do a lock refresh, I go in with the dry shampoo and all of that, but we're not gonna do that this time because my hair is actually fairly clean. It's just pretty dry. I usually do not wear my hair out whatsoever. I usually keep it up. I keep it in a style. As soon as I wash my hair, I go get it done immediately. But lately I've been keeping it out because one, you guys keep saying you guys want to see my hair out. So I was like, you know, whatever, let's do it for the people. And 2, because like, I don't know, I feel like I just haven't been able to really enjoy my hair out. So I was like, you know what, let it flow, let it out, why not? And I only really moisturize or like touch my hair in this way once a month, and it's literally the beginning of the month right now. So I literally am gonna be doing this now, and I'm probably gonna get it styled sometime between this week and next week, and that's it. Like I do not like touching my hair. I do not moisturize my hair every day. I do not wet it every day. I just feel like that just breeds bacteria and a whole lot of other things. So I mean, to each their own, but that's how I got all this growth in 3 years, by not touching my hair. I had the same philosophy for loose hair. Not touching your hair is the best in my opinion, but anyways, let's get into the story. Once upon a time, not long ago, this had to be maybe 2 years ago, like I had to be kind of still fresh in my lock journey, but I believe my locks were actually locked at the time. I was trying to text my stylist. Again, I have no idea if sis was out the country, if she just was ignoring my phone calls. I don't know, but this is the first time she's ever done this and the only time that she's ever done this. And I'm trying to text her, I'm trying to get an appointment, and she's just not answering. I'm not some fetifia, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, I need my stylist to answer my goddamn calls because I need my hair done. So she's not answering, and I need my hair done. And I needed it done because I was going on a solo trip. So that means that this had to be 2020. This couldn't be 2022. Maybe it was 2021. To be honest, don't even quote me. I don't know when it was. Like, I can't even tell you guys. I just know I had locks, and I know I should never cheat on my goddamn stylist. Okay? So, wait, minor little tidbit. If you guys really care about my locks, what I put in my lock, stuff like that, please go follow me on Instagram. That's where I do most of my lock updates updates. I'm not about to sit here and do full-blown 10, 20, 30-minute videos about my locks because it's just not really necessary. So first of all, this is Cream of Nature leave-in conditioner. And yeah, like I said, most of the information about my locks is on Instagram. So feel free to go follow there. Because a lot of y'all be acting like nous pas comprendre anglais. My Instagram is full of personal things, dance videos, anything that you could ever care about regarding me is on Instagram. So feel free to go follow. But so she's not answering, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go to the shop that does my braids. So the way I retained a lot of this growth was by braiding my locks. Like literally, I could not stand wrapping my hair every day. I could not stand like just having it out because I felt like since I had locked my hair in the summer, it was just dry. And that's another reason why I like to keep my hair in styles, because I realized like since it's gotten hotter and I've been having it out, it's just been dry. So I was like, yo, I need to do something, because like I feel like at this point I'm gonna have to keep putting product in it. Like I feel like a lot of reason my hair grew this much in 3 years is because I haven't put product in it. Even when it's styled, I'm not spraying it, I'm not putting oil on it, nothing, unless my scalp gets really, really irritated. So I was like, all right, we gotta do something. So I go to the shop that I'm getting my hair done at, and I'm like, oh, okay, the people that braid my hair, they should be able to retwist hair too, right? Like it's a shop. And it's an African shop. All this shit comes from Africa. They do braids, they do locks, they do things with hair. Like this should be like so I go in there and they're like, oh, how are you? You're gonna get braids again today? I said, oh, no. Actually, I want to know if you guys could retwist my hair. They're like, oh, retwist and style or just retwist like that? I said, oh no, retwist and style. And they're like, okay, what style do you want? So I showed them the style that I wanted. Now, I have no idea if I have the style or if I remember taking pictures right after, or if I remember the inspiration picture that I gave them. But if I have it, I'm going to put the inspiration picture right here. So I show them the picture and they're like, oh, it's a little complicated. I'm like, what the fuck is so complicated about like literally one roll here, one roll there? Bitch, I ain't no stylist, but this shit looks simple to me. Anything I want to do, my stylist do it. So what the fuck is you talking about? Whatever. So I'm like, okay, how about this? So this one was very similar, but it was a little less whatever. I don't know. So I show her another style. I think I should be able to find these styles, bro, because you guys are gonna understand why I'm coming. Like it really wasn't complicated. So she's like, okay, I could do it. But I'm busy right now. I have someone else coming in. I'm gonna let her do it. So there was another person there, and this person, I'm not really familiar with them. Like I see them, but like I'm not familiar with them doing my hair. I'm sure they're an amazing stylist when it comes to braids, because that lady, like she's done my mom's hair, because I bring my mom there. So I'm like, okay, like this shouldn't be that bad. Like what's the worst that can happen? You know, like my good angel and my bad angel, aka the devil, is fight with each other. Like the good angel's like, girl, just relax in the chair, and the devil's like, bitch, if you don't tell them you're not gonna let that bitch touch your hair, get the fuck out of here. Like I swear to God, I am just like, something's telling me like, girl, don't do it. Please don't do it. I don't know, but I was like, I need to get my hair done. And when it comes to getting my hair done, I'm very much so like, if I have my heart set on getting my hair done that day, my nails done that day, my feet done that day, whatever, I have to get it done that day. That's just me, okay? Comment down below if it's you, but that's just me. All right, so I'm going in with my Haitian castor oil. Shout outs to Caribbean Secrets. They're one of the very few people that actually sell legitimate Haitian castor oil in the United States. A lot of people who say they're selling Haitian castor oil are fucking liars, okay? Literally, this is real Haitian castor oil. This is the only oil I legitimately put in my hair consistently, and also was probably contributed to all this hair growth. But anyways, so I sit in the lady's chair. They could tell I'm apprehensive, and they're like, oh no, don't worry, it's okay. And I'm like, oh child, you know what, it's whatever, it shouldn't be that serious, it's just a retwist in the style, bro. So she starts retwisting my hair in the wrong direction. Now this is the thing, right? When you get locks, you have to really research what you're doing, what you want, and what you want the overall outcome to be, as well as who you want to do your hair. And this is why I really need to stress the fact that you should never cheat on your stylist, because if you start going to different people or start letting different people touch your hair is going to reflect that. In other words, your hair tells a story, especially when it comes to locks, right? When it comes to loose texture hair, you could always repair your hair. It can always like bounce back and look different depending on different ways that you take care of it. But with locks, if you get one really bad person to take care of your locks, it's gonna show. For example, right? Let's take this lock, right? Luckily, I've had the same person take care of my locks completely. The only other person that has touched my locks was that shop, aka that lady, right? And realistically, my locks look the same throughout. Like you don't see any inconsistencies in my locks, right? But when you start going to different people, your locks start looking like rigatoni, bitch. Your locks start looking like zigzag bags, look like rat-a-tat, look like what the fuck. Like, your locks start looking crazy. Like, they literally, like, they might start bending over here. They might start looking crazy right here. Then they start looking thin right here. Then they start looking thick right here. They start going like this. They just start looking like a lip dick. Like, it don't look good. So that's why you have to be careful. You have to do your research. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know what part you want. You have to know who you want to start your locks, who you want to continue your locks, how often you want to do it. Because if you just start on an inconsistent path, your locks are gonna to reflect inconsistencies. And I learned that one on very quickly. I was like, nope. Like, I kid you not, because I was like, I don't want my locks to lock fast. In terms of, I don't want my locks to lock with whatever the fuck she did in my hair, bro. Like, it was that bad. So I sit in the damn I sit in the chair, bro, and she's like, oh, your hair's so thick. Your hair's so thick. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. She's like, oh, why'd you lock it? And I'm like, because I like it. Like, I've always wanted locks. It's something I've always really, admired. I've always seen myself in locks. Like, every time I envision my older self, I have locks. So I just went for it. And she's like, oh, okay, that's really nice. You have really beautiful hair. You have really beautiful hair. It is gonna take a while to retwist it, and it's gonna take a while to do the style that you want. And I'm like, okay, like, that's like, I didn't know what to say to that, because it's like, I don't know why you telling me all of that for. Like, personally, it only takes me no more than 2 hours to get my hair retwisted. Sometimes 1 hour with my stylist, right? So I'm just like, I mean, do what you gotta do, sis, because like, I just need my hair done. Like, that's all I'm thinking to myself. Like, I just need my hair done. Like, it is what it is. So she's just making conversation, but everything that she says, I feel like she's low-key being shady about my hair, and I'm just like, take me to the goddamn king. I'm like, take me to the king, because don't talk about my hair. Like, it's really fucking annoying. Like, having locks is another type of hair discrimination that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But anyhow, so it gets to the point where she's practically almost done, and she's using the clips. That's the method she uses. There's a lot of different methods. There's the clips, there's some people like retwist, like legit, just like in itself, like they'll retwist like this and then they just let it hang like that. She chose the clips, which, to be honest, I don't like the clips. My stylist retwists my hair in itself. Like, she'll literally twist it, like I said, and do that and let it sit or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't like the clips, but that's fine. Because this is the thing, and you guys might think I'm naive for this, and I think I am, because I forgot. I don't go to a traditional shop. So my stylist does hair out of her home, and there's nothing wrong with that. I respect people who do good hair. I don't give a fuck if it's out your house. I don't give a fuck if it's out your car. As long as you do my hair well and you're professional about it, right? So she's putting the clips in my hair. Everything's fine. And I could already tell whatever she's putting in my hair don't fuck with it, because my hair is starting to itch. And I look over and I'm like, should have asked for oil, but I'm like, you know what, whatever. My stylist usually uses like a type of gel pomade thing, but it ain't black gel. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? That's the worst that can happen. It can't be that bad, Yvana. Like, stop being stupid. Stop being paranoid. Like, I was just like, I need to stop being judgmental. Maybe this shit about to come out flea. It's about to come out like the best locks ever, bitch. So she's finished. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, I have another customer, but that's fine. I'm about to put you under the dryer. Okay, again, this is the part where I'm like, you guys are probably gonna think I'm naive for this. And this is because my stylist doesn't do this. And now I'm thinking about it, I think that's probably why I retained a lot of hair growth too. My stylist doesn't put me under a dryer. And when she does, it's specifically the portable, less hot dryer. Like, you put it on your head, but it's like not like the very, very hot stationary dryers that we've been sitting under since we were kids, that we literally hate, that like burned our scalp and burnt our ears. Like, I know y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Little black girls tap in. Little black girls tap the fuck in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, she never put me under one of those dryers. So the dryer she put me on was like the bubble dryer. I'm gonna just call it the bubble dryer. It's the bubble dryer. It's flexible. It's portable. You can really control the temperature because it goes with your blow dryer. So she'll put the blow dryer in it. But even at that, she rarely ever does it. She only does it when I come in there and my hair is like damp. And usually, like, what I do is I'll wash my hair the morning I'm getting my hair done, and then all day it will dry. By the time I get there, it's like no longer wet. So she never has to put me under the dryer. So this is the thing, like, I don't put heat to my hair. Now, is it naive to pull up to a hair salon and think that they're not gonna put me under a dryer? Absolutely. But at this point, I'm sitting here like, wait, why am I getting put, like, I don't know what it was, because it's like, my thing is, my hair wasn't wet, right? So at this point, I did wash my hair probably like the night before. My hair was dry and it didn't need to be any drier. So I'm just like, that I'm tough for that. Like, I didn't understand it. And I know sometimes there's some stylists, because even my stylist will do it too, like she'll spritz my hair first, like she'll put spray in it, like water on it, and then style it. But like, she didn't do that. She literally just put a bunch of black gel in my hair and then put me under the dryer. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be very unpleasant because I have metal clips in my hair. So metal clips, black gel under a hot ass dryer. I'm meeting the devil himself. This is gonna be extremely uncomfortable, especially since I'm not used to being under a hot dryer. Like, I haven't been under a hot dryer since probably relaxer days, bro. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is gonna be extremely unpleasant. But I'm trying to, you know, I'm like, you know what? I probably shouldn't even be under there for too long because my hair is not wet. My hair, well, it's wet with freaking Pro Style or black gel, but like, it's not wet, bro. She starts doing the other person's hair. Kid y'all not, bro. 5 minute pass, still under the dryer. 10 minute pass, still under the dryer. 15-minute pass, still under the dryer. 30 minutes pass, still under the dryer. 40 minutes pass, still under the dryer. 45 minutes pass, I'm still under the dryer. So y'all gonna tell me this lady wasn't trying to destroy my locks? Like, I'm sorry, but why am I under the dryer for 45 minutes when my hair is not even wet? I came in with my hair dry. She didn't spray any water on it, and the only thing in my hair is gel. Now, I want everybody to comment down below. How does your stylist do your hair? Because mine don't do that. That's probably why my hair is this long in only 3 years, because my stylist don't do that shit. She don't leave me under the dryer. If she does have to dry my hair for 2 seconds, it's literally 2 seconds, maybe 5 minutes, 10 max. It don't be that hot. While I'm under the dryer, I feel like I'm going to meet the devil. I'm not joking. I'm not over exaggerating. It was hot. And it's sad because it was also hot in the salon. So at this point, I'm like, oh my God, this lady gonna have to square up with me. Like, is she dead serious right now? I get up after the 45-minute mark and I'm like, oh man, it's really hot under here. Like, can I please get up? She's like, no, you are not dry. What are you talking about? I'm not dry. Hey, yo, listen, lady. I don't give a fuck if I'm dry, wet, semi-wet, bitch drenched. This shit, yo, my hair was hurting. Bro, I feel like I could feel it right now. Like, my hair was hurting. I'm like, bro, I'm in pain. Like, and I'm like, okay. So I go back under for another 10 minutes. At this point, it's like 55 minutes, almost an hour. And she's looking at me. I'm huffing and puffing under there, bro. I'm just like, I'm shaking. Yo, like, looking like a fucking dog or some shit. Like, I was really in pain, bro. And then eventually, after an hour, I just got out. I was like, I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, you got me fucked up. She's like, her hair is wet. Her hair is wet. Because the lady, the owner of the shop, the one that usually does my hair, she's like, she's been under there for a while. She's like, oh, her hair is wet. Her hair is wet. And I'm like, bro, the fuck is you talking about? No, it's not. And she's like, nah, like, she's mad uncomfortable. Like, nah, like, I'm gonna take her out. And at this point, I lifted the shit. Like, fuck is you talking about? You gonna take me out? Like, no, nigga, I'm gonna take myself out. So at this point, I took myself out from under the dryer, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this because you're tripping right now. Like, you're absolutely tripping right now. So I look to try it. I sit there, and she's like, she comes, she touches my hair. She's like, oh, it's still wet. I said, I don't care. Like, we're not doing that. Like, no. Like, my at this point, my locks were still in a fragile state. Like, they were locked, but you gotta be careful in certain stages of you getting your locks because, like, they may look locked, but certain points you could fuck around and damage them real quick. I'm like, yeah, nah, we're good, love. I'm not going back under that dryer. Like, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up and you know it. So then she sits there and she takes me out from under the dryer and she starts doing the style. And I show her the shit again, right? I show her the picture and I'm like, oh, don't forget, this is the style I want. She's like, oh, you want the beads and stuff too? And I'm like, yep, that's what I told you. Mind you guys, I told her. Where she's looking at my hair, she's like, oh, you know, you would look so much prettier without your locks, you know, all this hair. And I'm like, I don't think I asked you that. Yes, I said that, y'all. I was like, I don't think I asked you that because I didn't fucking ask you that. It's always bald-headed people making opinions about your fucking hair. Fais fait sens. Make it make sense. Why don't you just do my hair and stop talking about my hair? At the end, I show her the pictures again and I'm like, oh, I forget this is the style I want. And I want the beads with it too. Like, I kind of wanted like beads along the style. And she's like, oh, I don't think I could do that. You just don't like me, huh? Like, I don't know what I did to you. I don't know if I stole your man in the past life, this life, back in the day when I was single. I don't know if I stole your daughter, man. What are you talking about? Like, what are you... The style is fine. If I'm not mistaken, like, it's... Why? oh, it's too hard to put the beads or the whatever on it. What's hard about it, ma'am? What's hard about it? Like, I'm so confused because I'm like, what is she talking about? So at this point, we're kind of going back and forth, but I'm like being like calm, but I'm not. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm just like, what are you even talking about right now? Why can't you just do it? Like, I'm like this. Like, you sound dumb. Like, I forgot. Listen, one thing about me, I'm honest. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I was diplomatic and I was very, very nice to the lady. No, bitch. At this point, you almost bought my scalp. You told me that I'd be prettier without the locks that I chose to have, and then you telling me I can't have beads. Fuck you talking about I can't have beads. Gonna get my mo. Like, bitch, you gonna put these beads in my head? Like, and then I paid for the beads there. That's the thing that made me mad. I paid an extra $10 for these beads. You gonna run these beads in my head, bitch? I'm just looking at her like, girl, what is you even talking about? So then the owner is like, okay, we could put the beads. We could put the beads. I'm like, yeah, you gonna put the beads. You gonna put the beads. Fuck is you talking about? You. So she put the beads in, etc., etc. Actually, she didn't lie. We didn't even get to that part yet. So she starts styling the hair. The shit. First of all, you would think, right? She retwisted my hair. She put all that gel in my hair. She put me under a dryer. You would think that my twist would have stayed. Y'all, as soon as she started styling my hair, my twist started untwisting. I never knew it was possible to have your twist be twisted and they unravel. Like, my twist started to unravel, and I'm just like looking at her in the mirror like, I'm looking at her. I'm trying to do a side ponytail, high ponytail, guys. So I'm looking at this bitch like, is she dumb? Like, like how? Like you? Ooh, and I understand you guys are probably thinking, oh, well, that probably happened because your hair was still wet. My hair was not wet, ladies and gentlemen, okay? My hair was dry, especially by that point, because it took her forever to try to style my goddamn hair, okay? And it took her forever to even get to my hair because she was doing somebody else's hair. And she was doing like a guy, for reference, she was doing like a guy's hair. Like, she was doing something like something basic to a guy's hair or whatever. So like, it wasn't like she was sitting there doing something special, or like she had to do, like, it was just, oh child, that's the shit that makes me, you know what, I'm not gonna get into that part. But she's sitting there talking all this hot shit about how my hair is all wet and da da da, she can't style it. My hair was not wet. Okay, I will tell you guys what it really, my hair was not wet. So whatever, my hair's unraveling, she's styling it, and I'm just looking at it like, oh my god, this is a travesty. Damn, I got a lot of hair. This is not working out how I wanted it to at all. Like, this was not the look I was looking for. I have to fix this shit. So she's like, oh, yeah, it's not as tight. So I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to make it as tight because I don't know. I get styled all the time. I don't have these problems. Like, you know, this is not my first rodeo. So she goes in and she tries to redo it. And then, you know, it's tighter. It's a little bit tighter, but it's still not up to my standard, to be honest with you. But it's like, you know what, whatever. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, y'all see my hair get done on Instagram all the time. Like, when my hair get done, it get done. Like, my hair be snatched, like edges, all of that, but it don't be like tight to the point where like I look crazy or I'm uncomfortable. Like, that shit just was not, like, I could have did that. Like, that's what it looked like. It looked like I could have did it. I'm like, you know what, whatever. So then the owner comes in, she starts putting the beads in my hair, and at that point I'm like, I really don't feel anything in my hair, and I'm just like, that's so strange. So I'm like, oh, can you guys secure it with thread? And she's like, what? Now mind y'all, so I've talked about this on my Instagram before, I don't secure any of my styles with pins. I feel like pins are very irritating to the scalp, and also since my hair is thick, like my locks are thick, my hair is thick, pins have just never been my friend. They always just kind of like pop out, like they kind of just, my hair kind of rejects them. So I'm like, oh, like, can you secure it with thread? Now that becomes a problem. Thread, oh, we don't have any thread. Okay, so you're telling me you want to fight. That's just, you want to fight. That's what it is. You want to fight because you don't have anything. You don't have anything when I ask you for it. How are we in an African salon where we do braids, we do sew-ins, we do everything under the sun, but we don't have thread? I've never heard anything like that. Even if that's the case, there's a beauty supply right around the corner. Go get some fucking thread. Like, this is crazy as fuck. Like, she just didn't want to thread the fucking hair because after a while she goes and she finds some fucking thread. You know, it was just crazy, y'all. Like, I'm like, bro. So then she starts threading my hair, mind y'all, right? When you thread, like, see, from the way my stylist does it, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I might change it later, but from the way my stylist does my hair, like, usually when you're threading the hair, you're not supposed to thread through it. You know, you kind of thread around it to keep the style together. Fast forward 3 to 4 weeks later, this is to make your hair smell good. This is hydrating hair perfume, cucumber mint, because, you know, castor oil can smell strong, even though that castor oil is peppermint, you know? I just like to spray this around. So I'm thinking to myself, like, taking this hair down should be a breeze because it was barely tight in the first place. Why is my locks threaded through, ladies and gentlemen? Threaded through. She stuck the needle through most of my locks. Like, it's one thing if your stylist does it and like maybe 1 or 2 locks have the thread in it. That's not a big deal. Majority of my locks had thread in it, and I could not get the thread out without like probably cutting little parts of my hair out. And I'm just like, bro, it's the audacity for me. It's the audacity. I was so upset. And it's crazy because I'm like, bro, these people do such a good job with my braids. And they do such a good job with my mom's hair that I would have never expected that. Like, I would have thought, okay, this would have been an amazing experience. But now, it was horrible. It was fucking horrible, y'all. Like, I was so mad. I was like, I would never let these people do my locks again. I don't care if it's an emergency. I don't care if my hair is falling out. I don't care if I have to go to a last minute wedding, last minute party, whatever. I will go. My hair is like this. I don't need my hair done that bad. So, I mean, moral of the story, go to your stylist. Have a set stylist before you decide to get locks. And most importantly, speak the fuck up when something is being done to your hair. As you guys can see, I actually did speak the fuck up and fuck shit ended up happening in my hair anyway. But, hey, who knows? Your experience might go better than mine. It is what it is. With that being said, thank you guys so much for always supporting me. Please follow me on Instagram for more lock tips and things like that. And, of course, follow me on Patreon for exclusive uploads, a private Discord, and more. If you guys are in the New Jersey area, I am going to be having a speed networking event. It will be in North New Jersey, in Garwood, New Jersey, at the Westwood, and I would love to see you guys there. Shout out to those of you guys who showed up to the last one. It was so amazing meeting you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys at the next one. It's going to be on August 12th. That is a Saturday. It will be from 12 to 4 p.m. It is for networking, but I am going to have a meet and greet as well. So if you guys want to meet me, make sure you guys pull up, like, share, subscribe, and do all that, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.